Hi everybody, welcome to MangaPod, where we podcast in which we all get together after we've read all a part of a manga, and then we discuss it with friendship, love, and lots of spoilers. This week we read One Punch Man, hype, chapters 47 through 82, tentatively. We don't really know because the chapters are kind of whack all over the place on this one.
Yeah, man, no matter where I looked, I was like, the chapters are different everywhere.
It was some of them were labeled 37.7, chapter 82, and I was like, what?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, excuse me, that's not math.
Yeah.
I'm lost and I'm confused and I don't know where I am.
I'm Erin of HappiLeeErin, your host, and with me are two of my three lovely co-hosts, as well as a very special guest who has the smoothest voice in the entire world and a black and white camera to go with it.
Yeah,
we'll have him introduce himself last, so Dodger, if you don't mind going first.
Hi, guys. I'm Dodger. I have wine today because One Punch Man is the classiest of manga, and I'm delighted to discuss it with all of y'alls.
Hi, I'm Lou from Lou Talks Anime, and I'm hydrated. I got water.
Hey, me too! Oh, there's my camera. I'm just like holding it over here. It's like, ah!
My name is BaronJ, also known as John. I have a canteen full of orange tang because I found out orange tang is a thing.
That's not what I expected it to be at all. I was coming up with possibilities, and it wasn't that. Didn't you say you also have chocolate coffee next to you?
Wait,
I have
what?
an empty mug full of chocolate coffee. That's not there anymore.
Orange tang and chocolate coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Man after my own heart.
Awesome,
try.
thank you so much for joining us, Baron. We're excited to have you as a
Hey,
guest, sir.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. Awesome. So if you've never joined us for a MangaPod before, what we like to do is give you a spoiler-free description, aka summary, read by our lovely guest, and then we'll give you our spoiler-free recommendations, whether we think you should spend time going to read this manga or not. That way, you know, if you don't think you want to read it, you can hang around for the spoils. If you think it sounds interesting, which is One Punch Man, so obviously it's pretty good. I'm just saying no spoilers, but it's pretty good. You can take your leave and go and read it, and then come back and watch the VOD of this on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/HappiLeeErin. I will say that this is the second time we are talking about One Punch Man, so it's going to be spoilers basically straight off the bat, because in spoiler section, because we've already read 47 chapters of this.
Yeah.
So if you want us to go and watch the first MangaPod of One Punch Man, you can go find it on the playlist that's on my YouTube channel. It was it was a pretty good episode, if I just say so myself.
It was. Because we were all so hype on
yeah,
One
we were
Punch
just,
Man.
I think we were all just like screaming about how great it was the entire time. But yeah, so if you don't want to be spoiled, please do not spoil chat. Do not spoil anything in the chat until we get to spoiler section. And once actually, no, it doesn't matter. I was going to say, once we get into it, don't spoil anything for after what we read. But we read all that is out of this one. But
the webcomic.
Yeah, I was going to say, but of the webcomic is further. So do not spoil anything in the webcomic. Yo.
Yeah.
Do not spoil me, or I will one punch you in the face.
One punch.
I was going to ask.
Right.
I want there to be a rock version of that. That is the opening, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stupid. Oh my god.
It's already pretty rocking too. It's like
I was like
basically there.
Yeah, I was like, I said that, and then I was like, wait, it already is.
It already kind of is.
It basically, okay, guys, spoiler-free description.
Yay.
Yay.
The story takes place in the fictional Japanese metropolis of City Z. The world is full of strange monsters that mysteriously appear and cause disasters. Saitama, the protagonist, is an exceptionally powerful hero who easily defeats the monsters or other villains with a single punch. However, due to his overwhelming strength, Saitama has become bored with his powers and is constantly trying to find stronger opponents who can fight him. On his adventures, he meets new friends, enemies, and his own disciple, the cyborg Genos. Is it Genos or Genos in English? Come to think of it. Yeah, who cares?
I always say Genos. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea.
And joins the Heroes Association in order to gain fame for all of his efforts to defeat evil. Despite defeating many strong monsters that even the Heroes Association's top members are unable to defeat, Saitama struggles to gain respect. Most people look down on him due to his plain physical appearance, and some accuse him of being a counterfeit hero. Only a small number of individuals recognize his incredible talent and humility towards others, yada yada yada. Bald guy punches things, the anime, and manga.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Woo, woo, woo. Awesome. Thank you so much for reading that. So let's go ahead and do spoiler-free recommendations.
It's great. Everybody should read it forever.
So
It's so
fucking
good.
good.
It's so
Dude,
dang good. You think
so
Hilarious.
fucking
you're gonna
good.
read the beginning of One Punch Man and you're gonna think to yourself, "There's no way that this concept can go for very long and still be amazing and funny." It is.
It
It
does.
does.
It
It
is.
just keeps
Without question.
it just
is.
keeps being hilarious and epic at the same time with amazing fight scenes. That's all I'm saying. Listen,
So
Yeah.
good.
it's
Oh yeah.
okay. I just can't. It's so good. Just go read it. It's just so good.
Go home. Do the thing.
Ah,
If you are
someone
at
just
home,
called it
do the
Caillou
thing.
Ship It In.
Guy, wait, what?
Someone just called it Caillou Ship It In. Good on you, chat.
Good on
Oh,
you,
that's
Mr. Doctor _Numbskulls. So let's go jump into spoiler section. All right. 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Saitama is God.
Yeah.
Oh,
we all
God.
agree.
Yeah.
The
God.
lag. The lag is real.
God. Wait, did you get warned about us doing
Yes.
this?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Sometimes we warn, sometimes we surprise.
You know, it's interesting. I think that Baron was the first one to tell us ahead of time who he thought was God.
It's kind of obvious, really.
I know. No, I totally agree. But yeah,
Unless
the second
Saitama
that
ends
Lou
up
was
going
like,
against God.
"Here's what
That
we
would be
do,"
kind of
Baron was like, "Well,
interesting.
Saitama, right? I mean, Saitama, am I right? Like, obviously,
It's the thing.
You're like,
it's
yeah,
the thing.
I mean,
yeah.
it's good."
Perfect. Okay, so spoilers. Let's we usually, if you've never joined us, we usually start with the question, what were you expecting before you read this manga? So Baron, did you read this manga before you got invited on MangaPod?
God no. What?
Okay. I want to hear
Yes, I did.
Oh. I was so excited. I was like, good, starting point for the conversation.
Oh no, yes,
I'm still asking the
I
question.
remember reading it. Like I said, my earliest memory of reading this was seeing 2006, 2007, seeing pictures of this guy and going, "What the hell is this?" And then I found the actual thing, and some translator translated the webcomic like almost weekly for like 2 years, and thank that guy. I don't remember what his name is, but I kept reading it, and it just kept getting consistently better and better and better. And then they announced that Murata was going to do the redraws of it, and that was to me like, whoa, okay, I guess this is going to be a thing now. And then fast forward to last year, and they're like, oh, Madhouse is doing One Punch Man, and here's the animated trailer of it. And we were just like, the fuck? Okay. I guess things do happen
It
that
just
are
gets
great.
better and better. Wow.
Right.
There is a God.
And his name is Saitama.
Saitama.
Yeah.
I was hoping somebody would fill that in for me.
Yeah.
Dude, I was trying to remember what was happening when we left off, and I wound up just being like, you know what? I'm going to start over from chapter 1, and I did, and it was so worth it to like read
yeah.
all like 47 chapters again and then just keep going. I was like, yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Love it. Love it all. I think this is the only manga that one could say has better animation than some anime.
It does. It
There
really
are
does.
so many chapters that go back to back to back where you're like, oh my gosh, you just gave us a full zoom in on a thing, or like, oh, it's so good.
Like a
It's
really
so
bad
well done.
PowerPoint presentation. Just like
Just keep sliding.
sparkle wipe.
Sparkle. I remember when we read it for the first time, how all of us were like, would we even want an anime of this? Because
Yeah.
how fluid the panels were with it, that
Oh, yeah.
all of us were in agreement that it terrified us, the idea of it getting an anime, because it's like no animation studio is going to be able to do this unless it's like real good. And then Madhouse got it, and Madhouse did not disappoint. Like Madhouse,
No.
guys,
Did so well.
The only
with
you
it.
haven't
saddening thing
watched-
is that we're probably only going to get one season of it.
Yeah,
I
because it's
know.
Madhouse.
It's
But-
Madhouse. Yeah, exactly.
But we're gonna get one real good season.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
And it's been
I'll take what I can get.
real good so far. And so that was really, but that just like speaks testament to like, we usually talk about art at the end, but One Punch Man has such amazing art that we're going to talk about it now. Because like Dodger said, it just goes, the action scenes specifically just go from panel to panel so fluidly that you feels like you're already watching something. Like you're not just reading it. It engulfs you so much because of how just fluid and detailed the art is. It's just so cool. I love it.
Even then, there's the gif of the like aforementioned, we were talking about this earlier, the episode from last week, the huge face-off between two very main characters. Not to be spoilery, even though we're in the spoilers
We're
section.
in the spoiler
I was like,
section.
you can spoil.
You
Yeah,
can,
it's
Doesn't
Saitama's
happen in the manga.
dinners, Yay! But they gift that fight scene in the manga to
And
where
it
it like
looked-
plays out like a manga, and it was just like,
It's perfect.
whoa!
There have been people that made fake trailers before an anime was even announced. People made fake trailers from the art in One Punch Man. We're like, look, it's a trailer for the
yeah.
anime, and everyone was like, ah, because it looks so legit. Even though
This is
they're
a
like,
this is a funny story. As Lou can tell you, I'm actually working on a cover of Hero right now.
Yeah.
Really?
So
Awesome.
yeah,
You're
the
welcome
funny
for
thing
that,
is,
by the way.
it was his idea. The funny thing about that is, I tried to look up, like on my phone while I was driving home one day, I tried to look up the One Punch Man theme, and I kept clicking individual links, and I kept getting this weird, like, I was like, this does not sound like, I haven't heard this in the show so far. What is this? And it's like, it's a fan-made OP that somebody made for the show because somebody wanted to do that because they didn't have it
Right.
out yet.
yeah.
And it's pretty good. And I was like, this is taking like fan stuff to a whole new level here, because like, I mean, I made a song about like Dragon Ball Z, but it's all like strings and dun 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 dun, that stuff. Like doing that, writing like lyrics and crap for an entire OP for something that's not even out yet is like,
Dedication.
that's true weeb status right there.
Well, I mean,
super weak.
we've mentioned
so
this a
cool.
million times before, but I think one of the things that's so special about One Punch Man is that it's a parody of the genre while being an incredible example of the genre at the same time. And like, I don't know how you manage to toe that line and do it really well, but
Right.
it's yeah.
One does it brilliantly.
Yeah, one figured it out.
One did it.
Yeah.
Which is the name of the original, he'd be called, he's the writer for sure. And original mangaka.
Yeah.
Yes, he does the story for both. But like, as we said, Yusuke Murata does the art for the second. The webcomic, if you were looking up One Punch Man and you notice that the art was a lot sketchier and you're coming in here and you're like, what are they talking about? This amazing art. I don't understand.
What is
you
this,
read
MS
you read the
Paint bullshit?
webcomic.
You read the webcomic, yeah.
You read the MS Paint version. But yeah, so Murata's
Which is still
art-
great and has
which is
like
still amazing.
a wonderful charm to it.
Yeah.
But like, oh my god, Murata's art is like so incredible.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. There's definitely a charm to it for sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so Murata's art, like, I was talking with this to Dodger about this. There's a few panels where Saitama's face is just one of my favorite things is Saitama's deadpan and how little detail goes into him in certain scenes is one of the prime examples of how great the humor is in this series. But they'll have like Saitama's face just be completely blank, and then every single thing around him is heavily shaded and detailed, and every little crevice of like a hand or a sleeve is drawn. And so there's the scene where he goes up against Goro. What was his name? It starts with a G.
The human monster?
The human monster, man. It starts with a G. I'm gonna call him Guero. Guero.
Garo? It's
Garo.
I think it's Garo.
Guerrero, the album by Beck.
Guero. He like ran into him. Saitama ran into him, and the human monster was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this guy wants to take me on. I'll take him on first." And he karate chops Saitama, and then Saitama's like, "Who the fuck are you?" But the scene
Who's this guy?
the scene with it where it's like it's Saitama's face. I screen grabbed it, which is like super low quality and really professional, but whatever. And so there's this. This is what his face looks like, and then you look around it, and the hand is all these details and everything. Even his like jacket is heavily detailed. And so that's just something like the way that they do that.
God,
it's just so good.
that scene was even better. Sorry, Lou.
I got excited. I wanted to talk about like how it'll transition going from that that deadpan to like the really intense Saitama face. Just that transition is just, it gets me every time.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, shit is going down. Like when, back when he was gonna, like when he was about to take the exam and he's going through all those, like the physical portion of the exam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think there are a couple panels that are like that. And it's hype inducing. It's so good.
It is.
Yeah.
Like it.
The hype. The
Yeah.
hype.
I loved that we had so many chapters leading up to that moment where they met. Like so many chapters where he was just annihilating people, where people were like, oh my gosh, he is like a monster, but he's got, you know, the finesse of a man. Like he understands, you know, how to attack the human body and all this stuff. And like,
meanwhile, Saitama's just like over
Saitama
talking to some
literally
guy
just like
with a
karate
fish.
chopped him in the neck and knocked him the fuck out, and he has no idea who he is. It was so incredible. I was just like, yes.
And he like can't remember who he is. He has like amnesia from being knocked out by him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good. He's just like, oh, I
what
woke up in
happened last
trash.
night?
What happened? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, and like he has all of the memories of literally everybody else except Saitama, which is like so good. But, yeah.
But continuing from that scene, how Saitama not only doesn't remember him, but the main reason why he karate chops him is because he wants to go buy his wig so he can fight in the tournament.
Yeah.
Which that ridiculously dumb looking wig.
Oh my God. I loved. Could we talk about how that chapter ended with his wig getting knocked off, and then the next chapter started with, "Yeah, we decided to rewrite this." Like it's completely different, and his wig never got knocked off.
Like, nope, nothing happened.
I was
Don't
like,
pay
oh,
attention.
the freedom of doing like digital webcomics.
Right. Yeah.
You just be like, actually, scrap that. We thought of something better.
Yeah, there
Oh.
were a couple of chapters, and I didn't understand what constituted doing it versus not doing it, but there were a couple of chapters where, like the last 5 pages or so of the chapter previous would be the exact same thing as the next chapter, and I always wondered, like, if those were points when there had been a break between chapters, or like what constituted them saying, okay, let's start off this next chapter rehashing what happened at the end of the last chapter, but making it look different, you know?
Yeah.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it. I was just curious why it would happen sometimes, like very rarely.
Yeah, it was just like a few times I was like, wait, I already read the, I'll just reread it again. It's great.
I don't mind seeing the pretty pictures again. They're
don't-
great.
Oh, look how pretty they are.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Lou, like you were talking about, how Saitama's face goes from that, like, real silly, just flat to epic looking. That gets me too. Like, I totally know what you were saying with that, because there'll be moments where they'll show him from the front and it's that really silly face, and then from the back he's just all epic with his cape and, like, hero costume drawn. It just looks, he looks so freaking epic from the back, and then you get to his face and he's just like, eh. So fun. It gets me every time. It will never not be funny. I don't think that'll ever stop. It happened in the very first few pages of the first chapter, and now we're at 82 and it's still hilarious.
Oh my God. Yeah. The thing that gets me a lot is the eyebrows. Just the super huge Saitama, just like shing, and it's suddenly like, okay, it's about to go
on.
down.
Yep. Somebody in chat was saying they think that the way to determine whether he'll have like the blank face versus the serious face is if he's like if he's been given the expectation of a challenge, which I think is actually might be kind of true. Like thinking about all of the times when he's looked really serious, there've been times when he's been like, oh my God, maybe I won't be bored. That would be the best.
Yeah.
Please give me something to do.
Please. Well, there was one point. Gosh, I wish my memory worked a lot better, because I know what I want to say about the scene, but I don't remember which scene it is. But there's a scene where he hears about a hero that's really strong, or a monster that's really strong, and his eyes kind of light up, and he's like, oh. And so, like, I don't know, you can just tell that he's getting really excited, and it just reminds you that he is incredibly bored. Like, he has all of this power, and he's so insanely strong, but he hears that there might be somebody that's ridiculously good challenge, and he just gets really excited.
Oh, I think I know what scene you're thinking of. I think it's the scene when he's visiting the disciple of the old man, and he's like, oh, this guy is coming after all of the S ranks, which means that eventually he'll come for me.
Yeah.
And he's like,
okay,
really
that's
jazzed
it.
about it.
Yeah, it was either the disciple or the racer guy, the no license man. It was one of those, but yeah, it was during the hospital.
Licenses
Yeah,
rider.
Yeah, licenseless rider. Yeah.
Oh my God,
the banana part during that.
I'll put the bananas here. And I start eating them. Oops, not for me? Oh, okay.
And then he like brings them in, and he's just like, here, have a banana. And he goes
It's
with
better
the
because like
disciple,
he's
and
in
he's
a
like,
full body cast, and
yeah,
he's
he
like,
puts it on his leg.
thanks.
Anyway, Dodger, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I love the different the addition of like knowing there are different groups. Like we met the two tank top dudes at the very beginning of the manga, and now we know that there's an entire group of dudes that are like the tank top guys, right? And then we've got Blizzard's whole group of just like weird tuxedo people who just go around and do stuff. And I feel like that's something you don't see very often, where in a sort of hierarchy like that, it's a bunch of individuals, and then every now and then somebody's like, no, I'm gonna have a group. We're gonna be a team. Okay.
It's like, aw. And they're gonna
Absolutely.
defend each other when one person gets hurt, the rest of the team is there.
Yeah.
They're all there.
Yep. At least with the tank tops. I don't know about Blizzard's team. Like
Yeah.
they're funny, but I don't know that they have like I don't know that they have each other's back. Because like the first time we saw Blizzard, this wasn't in this reading, but the first time that we saw Blizzard, the dude that they were focusing on was like, oh man, I guess I'll join this group because I'm not cut out to be a hero, but I'm in C class, so I'm gonna do my best. And nobody liked him, and I was like, come on, guys, he's part of your team.
Yeah, I
Come
was
on,
like,
gang.
dude. Can we talk? So one of the characters, one of my favorite hero names. If you haven't read One Punch Man or seen it, they have amazingly stupid hero names.
Oh, I actually have a
and
screen cap of something for that.
Oh, do you?
Continue.
I was gonna say my favorite is Handsomely Masked Sweet Mask.
Yes,
yeah.
me too.
No,
That's my
Caped
favorite.
Baldy is legit the best thing.
Caved Baldy. No.
I love how he's just like,
I was reading back through some of this, and I took a screenshot of. Do you remember the initial, like, they go through and Saitama looks at all of the candidates for the tournament? Because
for the
there's some
martial
there's
arts
some
tournament.
funny stuff
oh
in there.
yeah, okay.
Dark Hell Assassination. Spice Fist. Bazuzu Nuclear Fist. And then the one that got me, because I didn't notice it at first, but I went back and went, wait, what does that say? Is Sunflower Dojo's Gentle Self-Defense.
My God, that's amazing.
It's so-
Oh no, no.
No.
Wait, what?
No!
Wait, what is happening? Everybody's frozen for me.
Someone one punched the street.
Someone
no.
one punched us.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay, wait, is it
Dodger,
just a fight?
Dodger, you're a circle for me.
No, I'm trying to come
You're both circles.
You're a circle for me, and Baron is frozen.
No.
Wait, did Skype die on all of
No.
us? Ah, Baron.
No, I've still got Lou and I still got Aaron, but I don't have Dodger. Where'd she go?
Poop. Poop.
She's a poop ghost.
Boo!
I'm a poop ghost.
Dodge, why?
I don't know.
Dodge, why?
But the last thing was that the flowing water rock smashing fist gets translated roughly in Japanese to water polo carbonated fist.
Oh, good.
Oh, God. Oh, Dodger's
Which is-
back.
Yay!
Oh, there she is. Yeah.
Barrett's face is frozen.
Is it frozen like this?
I'm gonna leave it like this until I come back. No. I can't see because I actually don't have the stream up on my page, so I have no idea. I was gonna stay like this. Hey guys.
Like the face that the BaronJ is frozen on, it reminds me very much of Saitama.
What if it was like that face, that character is actually me? That's like my actual personality, and this whole BaronJ thing is just a charade. And I'm like, it's like, thanks for being on MangaPod, guys. Goodbye. And I'm just like, well, guys, thanks for having me. It's gonna be great. Hope to be back sometime. See ya.
Oh, you singing in the rain it? You like hire somebody to speak for you?
I can't look at you.
My gosh, the biggest ruse of our time.
Oh, my
The
God.
character of BaronJ to you is only a charade. Am I still frozen, by the way?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We're frozen.
Here,
You're a
let
spinning
me
circle for me.
Let me turn off my camera and then turn my camera back on. Does this fix?
It's a circle so far.
Okay. Did I break Aaron?
I think you broke Aaron, yeah.
Aaron, no.
Aaron, please.
You have a baby to feed. Don't break. And I can be stuck like this if I need to be.
Baron Circle.
Aaron circle.
Aaron circle.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Like, now that's just making me laugh because every time I
Oh,
look, I just
I
say
see
you
you.
back.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
we fixed
Oh.
it.
Did it.
Oh, my God. I
It's
don't
gonna
know
be
what
really
we-
funny.
I
Baron
don't know.
Circle
I
saved
look
the
at
day.
it and I see what it is, and I'm like, oh my god, I look like that on the internet for probably.
That was a
You're
good,
right.
like, 4 minutes, probably. Oh, my God. Yep.
The hell were we talking about, by the way?
Oh, no.
We were talking about his Opie shirt and how great it is.
Oh,
and
my
how-
God.
yeah.
I
Yes.
want his
'Cause I was
Opie
like,
shirt.
I need that shirt or I need the hoodie, and then Lou pointed out that apparently they're actually making it, and I'm
Hated
going
in
to.
my life.
What? They're actually making it?
Yeah,
Apparently so. That's what was all over the internet yesterday.
interwebs.
So assuming that everything on the internet is true, I'll be getting
I
into
believe
that
it
hoodie
is.
very, very shortly.
Oh, I can't. With how popular the anime is, I can't imagine them not making that
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
at all.
This is like slightly off topic, but you know what's one little detail that I love about One Punch Man? That literally every time Genos or Genos or every
Let's call him
time
Jen.
sweet baby Jen.
Jenny.
Sweet baby Jen.
Every time Jenny
Jenny.
talks to or talks about Speed of Sound Sonic, he puts lol after it every single time. Just like,
Oh my god.
Oh,
because from the very beginning he's like, your name makes no sense. Why is that your
Oh, hell.
name?
It is
Someone's
so
in the chat
redundant.
saying Saitama's getting a Nendoroid.
yeah, I saw that.
I want that.
And-
I
yeah, I
want
need
that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Someone's mentioning the jammies too. I almost for Halloween before I last minute did Krillin, I was going to do the pajama Saitama because I had the striped pants and the shirt, but I panicked because I was like, this isn't gonna look right. No one's gonna get it. So
Aw. If
I'll probably
if,
do it for Anime Expo, most likely.
Yes.
if Kaylee had been bald, I was gonna dress her up as One Punch Man for
Ah!
but she wasn't. I was like, eh.
Oh, no.
She has a One Punch Man.
She does. She has a
Man
One Punch
onesie.
Man onesie. She
Oh
was
my
in it
God.
for a total of like 2 hours, and then she spit up all over it, so it didn't last very long. But she looked so cute and epic while she was wearing it.
For like 2 hours. I
Did
really
you give her like little tiny red mittens? Like,
Oh my God, I need to. Need to give her the little. I need to give her a little cape.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I was hoping.
And it can double as a cloth for when she sits up.
Oh yeah, a bird clot. Oh my God, we'll make millions.
Baby capes.
I was like kind of
Idiots
bummed
sometimes.
because that face that he makes in that cat. It's for those of you who are like, what are they talking about? My daughter has a One Punch Man onesie. That's his okay face.
Here, I'll link it in chat.
That Dodger will link in chat. And I was really bummed because in the picture she just looks really confused. But in reality, like, she gives me that look all the time. And so I was so bummed that I couldn't get a picture of it. But there's lots of times where she literally just looks like, okay. But,
Alright.
yeah. So, so we started out, the beginning of what we read was the Boros battle, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
That was the end of the short, weird alien arc, right?
Yeah, the super short, which I'm wondering if that's where they're going to end it in the anime. I'm curious.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm
It's like
thinking.
the
That would be
best
so
place.
disappointing, though.
I know. I want more.
Yeah.
I want more.
Well, I think it would
Um,
also end with that really good speech that Saitama gives, where he's like, "I'm the thing that brings destruction, but I'm also the thing that saves you." So
Yeah.
that would be a really good place to end it, especially if they make that speech like super friggin' epic, and he's got the face on the whole time. Yeah, I think they
Aw.
can execute that pretty well.
And there's lots of like swelling music.
Yeah.
Oh, but then we never get to have the great metal bat moments.
Oh, the metal
no.
bat.
But we do
Metal
get
Bat
some metal
Kuma.
bat.
But you
We get
get
some metal bat,
you
but
get
not enough.
Saitama. You get Saitama on the moon.
We do get Saitama
But-
on the moon.
That's
He's
true.
not. That's not. The moon is not as bay as Metal Bat.
No, Metal Bat. I want to get Sam to dress up as Metal Bat so bad. And I know he'll never in a million years do it, but I just want it in the world.
He reminds me so much of Yosuke from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
He's totally that like pompadoured thug
Yeah.
archetype
With a heart
that
of
I love.
with a heart of gold.
With a heart of gold who loves
He's always worried
loves
about his little sister.
Kills me.
So cute.
Oh, man.
Who is everybody's favorite character
Oh,
in the show? The
Saitama.
the anime.
Saitama.
Saitama.
I mean, yeah, Saitama's the given, but if I had to pick a second favorite character, it'd probably have to be King. I really
King.
Yeah.
King is such
Yes,
a
let's
great
talk about
character.
let's talk about King. Tell me
I just
all
love
your
the, like,
thoughts.
the fact that in the this is a very good point. In the manga, when he is like having this slow realization of how much more powerful Saitama is than him, and someone just happens to be standing next to him, and he's got that face of the like super serious like
with the scar.
what the fuck? And it's got the kanji behind him, but meanwhile in his head he's like, oh my god, I'm going to fucking die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
I have to get
But
out of
everyone's
here.
like, he's so cool.
And I love that that's like, it's like, takes the idea of this is what a superhero looks like. And then you have Saitama who's like in his Hawaiian shirt and his flippy floppies with his
Yeah.
groceries. And he's walking around. And it's like, that's not what a hero looks like. It's obviously this other dude.
I
And
love
then-
that. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I love that King got worse and worse and worse too. The longer that we,
I like that
the
he was
more
re-
we saw him.
I like that he was trying to play off buying a visual now. He's like, oh, they gave me the wrong game.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what happened?
And then a few chapters later, we see him in like a full-on weeb T-shirt, like
Yeah.
playing games. We're just like,
I love that, like, by the end, when the hero council calls him, it's like, we need all the S-class heroes to be bodyguards for people. He's like, nah, I don't want to do that. He's
Yeah.
just like, it's like, I'm
He's
not
like got the
putting
phone
myself-
up like, nah, I'm super fucking I'm killing a monster right now.
I'm way
What do
too
you even
busy.
I just killed it. It's dead. Don't worry about it. Bye.
Sorry, this is like jumping around, but another thing that I just got reminded of was the whole with the wig that he bought to impersonate the like student. I love that it's a running gag that Genos is constantly trying to get his hair implanted.
Like it's like, oh no, you're my friend. I'll do this for you.
Yeah.
Master, I need you to.
And it's like that long, like it's like 5 pages of him calling his master to be like, okay, can you do the hair into a live being? Yes, okay. And then just keeps going, and Saitama the whole time is just standing there like,
Yeah, like, could you do it Wednesday? All right, Wednesday. Great.
They have a
Master,
scheduling
Real
meeting
Wednesday.
the whole time. Oh my God.
let's talk about, since he is becoming such, and he is already, and is become like, it's building up to a huge arc, obviously. I already forgot his name. Human Monster
Garo?
Man, Garo.
Garo.
Hungry Wolf, which somebody in chat said is what his name translates to.
Which would make sense because of the Garo anime, actually. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. So what are your guys' thoughts on him? As
And
like,
he wore the wolf mask when he was pretending to be someone else in the
Yeah.
championship the year before.
Oh yeah.
it makes so much
makes
sense.
It all comes together.
My mind. Oh
My-
God.
Oh,
My brain.
it's been blown.
Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on him as like both a villain and how his like arc is playing out so far?
See, my issue is that they've already shown that he's not a threat to Saitama.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Well,
that.
we know that, I mean, he was caught off guard, right? Like, that was probably my favorite scene of what we read, but I wasn't willing to be like, oh, they couldn't have an interesting, awesome fight, because he was like, who's this yahoo who's trying to grab me, right? And, like, was not expecting Saitama to be anything special. And so was able to be taken down easier than I think he would have been if he was
So-
being serious.
So maybe Garo was like holding back.
I would think so, because
See them
like
for
every other like hero he's gone against has been insanely weak, and so he hasn't had to use a ton of power for them, and so he might have just been like really overconfident. And Saitama, like we've already talked about, Saitama is not at all somebody that you think is a hero or anything, and so it might have been like, I could totally see him being like holding himself back in that, and so a full out brawl between the two of them I think will be pretty interesting. It's definitely being built up to be that.
They
At
have...
the same time, though. Sorry, did you want to go?
No, go
Okay.
for it.
Sorry. At the same time, though, I could also very much see, because it's kind of one style, to build up like they're gonna face each other in the final match of the fighting tournament, and they ramp it up like they start. There's like fireworks and stuff, and they're like 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, it's over. Like I could totally see that happening. Absolutely see that happening.
You know what I think is going to happen? I think Garo is going to be the Vegeta of this story.
Oh my god.
I think he's gonna get his shit wrecked, and then he's
Kakarot,
gonna
no.
be like the bad good guy who's like reluctantly doing things to help out Earth, because it hasn't been established that like he hates Earth in general. He just prefers monsters to people,
Yeah.
right?
The only thing that can kill Saitama is me, quote unquote.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is what
So-
Sonic's already doing anyway.
I was gonna say
Oh my
Sonic.
God, I
yeah.
love Sonic. If I had to choose a second favorite character, it would be
It's
Sonic.
Sonic. I love
time
Sonic.
So silly.
Yeah, Sonic is best girl,
Yes.
and I laugh every time I see that.
It's fact though.
One thing though, going back to Garo, I'm hoping that we get a fight between him and Genos. I think
Oh.
that could be something really interesting to see. Just like Genesis fight with Sonic.
Yeah, I
That-
loved that fight.
Just any fight that Genesis is in tends to be drawn out very well and looks more like well, in both sense drawn. Yeah, it's real good. I don't know. I think it has the potential to be a real interesting fight. So I'm hoping that we get that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but that would be super cool to see. I agree. I really like Genos, just all of his fights, because his fights are so, the art style goes crazy because he's a android. What?
It's so good.
Oh, I thought you were like, don't say that. I thought you were like telling
don't
me
you talk
not
about
to
it.
No.
talk. I was like, I can't spoil anything. What's But yeah, any fight that he's in, like, is super intense because of all of his, like, weapons and abilities have to do with his body. And so when they get drawn, it's just incredibly epic because of all the detail that happens. And so his fight with Sonic was just, it was really fun while being, like, drawn epically and intense. It was just, in general, really fun, which is something that I just love about One Punch Man, is it's so entertaining with so much going on. It's so fun. That's all I can think about when I think about One Punch Man.
Oh yeah.
Chat right now is just making a bunch of comparisons to Dragon Ball Z.
I know.
They're like, he's Yamcha. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
Yamcha's useless. He's Krillin. No, another totally useless character who just happens to be more of a main character.
No, but they said
Genos is
licenseless rider
Yamcha?
is
Yamcha. That's heresy.
Licenseless
Genos is not
Rider
Yamcha.
is Yamcha.
Oh.
Yamcha got
King
That I
is
Yamcha.
Mr. Satan.
That's what I understand.
King is Mr. Satan. Oh my god.
That is
It's
very
all-
on point. That's very on point.
Hey,
Good job,
kids.
suboptimal. If I can read.
Oh,
man.
man.
Who would Genos be? Gohan? But he's
Maybe
not.
Gohan.
Piccolo.
But
Piccolo.
he's not.
Piccolo.
I'd say Piccolo.
Piccolo.
Because Piccolo and Goku were equals at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Genos will never get the experience of being like, you've left me behind. He's always been behind. Like,
Yeah, he adds more parts onto himself too. Like Piccolo does the fusion thing with the Namekian, so
I guess that's
he
true.
gets more power
Could
that
he
way.
be Trunks?
Kind of makes sense.
I don't know. I'm just thinking of characters now.
I don't
He's
know.
Bulma.
He's Bulma.
Oh, you know what? He could also be Tien.
Yeah.
Tien would make sense.
Tien's pretty awesome.
Dan is true. Yeah.
Mhm.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that he would be Gohan because Gohan is more powerful than Goku, latent ability wise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Spoiler for Dragon Ball Z. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
hey, by the way,
Different
Sorry.
show.
30-year-old series.
Sorry. All right, so we are coming up on an hour here. Does anyone else have anything they would like to touch on? I feel like there was stuff that we didn't quite speak to, but yeah. Does anybody have anything specific?
It's still funny. It still continues to be funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
so
I would expect
fantastic.
the jokes to have worn thin by now, but that's not the case.
No.
It gets funnier too.
Yeah.
Especially with that, like with the last fight scene, especially in the anime, where the like art style was so intense, but at the same time, it's friggin' hilarious. Just because he interrupts him out of nowhere and just finally gets serious, and it's just like, oh, he could literally kill me like right now. Okay, I kind of get it. All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's an awesome balance that they're
Yes.
able to pull off.
Very, very much so.
Sweet. Okay, let's wrap up and give our final thoughts and ratings. Would anybody like to go first? I'm trying to remember what I gave it last time. Hold
Me
on.
too. I'm
Let me
wondering
go
if
look
we
at
should
the
look it up.
database.
Yeah, go look at the database.
Database.
Well,
Put it
since
in the
both of you are
database.
looking that
Well.
up, and I wasn't here the last time it was scored, I guess I will go first.
Do it.
I absolutely love the manga. It brings a lot of what I like to the table in terms of its writing. It builds up, it builds itself up in a way where we're expecting one thing, but the payoff is great, but completely different than what the build is leading to. The comedy is on point. The art is fantastic. I absolutely love the series. I already own the first 3 volumes, and I'm going to continue buying it until I own it all. So I'm gonna have to give it where it is right now, a 9.5.
Awesome.
And the 0.5 that's missing is because the chapters are really short. I wish they were longer, but that's it.
I'll say that as a person who has been reading it for a very, very long time and waiting for it to like slowly, as I've mentioned in videos previously, like Dear Studio Madhouse, I don't know what this Ori Monogatari show is. What the fuck? I need One Punch Man, like right the hell now. As a person that's been there through all of that, I can say that it's like the manga just keeps continuing to get better, and as well as the webcomic too, which I actually desperately need to catch up on because I am not nearly as far as I should be in that. And I don't really have a rating system for anything that I do, so I guess I'll give it a Saitama out of 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it.
Awesome. Dodger, you and I both rated it 9 last time.
Okay. I was thinking about giving it a 9.5 this time.
Yeah.
So cool. Perfect.
It is something to say for a show where like the main criticism you can give it is that there's not immediately more of it at hand.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing.
That's
Yeah.
That's literally the only like. That's all I want from this series is for it to be done, so I can just like have it done because I just want more of it. But like that didn't really make any sense. It made sense in my head.
I got you.
It's
Girl, I
fine.
got you.
It's fine. Thank you. Well, like what I was gonna say is there with this series, I'm gonna give it a 9 point to keep with my random number decimals. I'm gonna give it a 9.5777772. And
My God.
I love it because there's so much readability. Like from like you can go back and read it and still be just as enjoyed or entertained every single time. It's hilarious both with like running gags and with like new hilarious stuff that they introduce. The characters are great. The art is absolutely amazing. Probably some of the best art in manga. Like Dodge just said at the beginning. There's a lot of anime that are animated worse than this manga's art. And so it's just absolutely, it's a really brilliant manga just in general, but also just from a superhero genre, being a parody of the genre, also not making fun of it and just like being its own thing. So yeah, that's my rating. I don't remember what it was. So there you go.
There were a lot of 7s and a 2 at the end. That's what I remember.
Yes.
There you go.
It started
The
with
two
the
is
9.
important.
That's the important
Started
part.
with a 9 point and then just went.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there you go. We all highly recommend this manga and think you should definitely go check it out and check out the anime because it's dope.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
And
baby.
I said this in my first impression video, but like one of the things that I thought was really important to determine was whether or not somebody who had never read the manga before would enjoy the anime. And so I was like, Sam, watch this show. I think you'll dig it. And after the first episode, he was like, that was amazing. What is this show? This is so good. So you
Yeah,
don't
my
have to
dad
have read
is
the manga
watching
to
it.
appreciate it.
My dad is watching it week to week.
I've got a
My
bunch
dad
of
is-
similar
What?
friends that are
That's
now
cool.
watching the show.
My
Yeah.
dad is in his 60s and he's like, all right, when is it coming out? I'm like, on Sunday. What time?
I need
Like,
to
what-
record it on my TiVo.
I like that that's your 60-year-old man voice. Oh my, I gotta.
It sounds
get it on
exactly
my
like
ass
my
on
dad.
fire.
I need to go to www. dot. Oh wait, I have to put the HTTTP first.
Oh, silly me, forgot the whole Earl.
I'll just Google it first.
I'm fine to just let you guys keep going.
I think that goof dried up. I think we did it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and read the description for the manga that we are not reading next week, but the week after we are actually... Ow, I just choked myself with my headphones. But next week we have on the schedule that we are going to be reading Tetsugaku Letra, but we are actually going to have to cancel that because I'm going to be out of town. So instead, this is the description for the manga we are reading on November 17th. So, here we go. Okay. On his very first day at a brand new job, Shy Shima is trapped in the elevator with a hungover mess of a guy who turns out to be his boss. Togawa's prickly exterior definitely puts the rookie recruit on edge, but it doesn't take long before Shima's every waking thought is invaded by his overbearing yet totally thoughtful supervisor. Will Shima put aside a history of disappointment in order to take a chance on a complicated relationship?
No.
Actually, no, not at all.
No, it's
And
fine. Everything's
it's a
totally
really
cool.
short manga.
It's The Office. Guys, spoiler, it's The Office.
It's The Office.
Yay.
Let's see. Oh, nobody's getting it probably because here I'll give y'all a hint. It's our first Yaoi pod. We've had a Shonen iPod,
Oh,
but it will be our
no.
first Yaoi pod. We've had a Yuri
Yaoi.
pod.
Had a Yuri
It's
pod.
time. It's time for
Oh.
a
We had
Yaoi
incest pod. It's time
Yes.
for Yaoi pod.
pod.
Wait,
We did
what?
have incest pod.
We did.
Yeah, we had incest
scared.
pod, and then we had Shonen iPod, and then we had Yuri pod. So now it's Yaoi pod. And Green Turtle 1112 got it. It is Joshitomo for
Can
a
we do incest pod
takunyai.
again?
Huh?
Can we do incest pod again?
Yeah, we should do incest pod.
Yeah, let's do
No,
incest
guys,
pod.
I refuse to read more Kiss X Sis. I fucking refuse.
Look at everybody in chat being like, ew, no, Yowie, ew. Guys, open up your minds. Jeez whiz.
I see the
It's
one guy
not
that's like,
it's yeah, and then one person's like, oh. Listen, guys, if you
That's
could
me.
deal with incest pod, come on, just give Yowie pod a chance. Let's not judge it. So yes, we are going to be reading Doshitomo for a, I can't say it, for a takunai. Its English translation is no touching at all, which is way easier to say. So I just say that.
no
But-
touch, no touching.
No touch. Great, now that's ruined. No touchy.
Please no.
I'm just gonna change it on the Reddit to no touchy.
No touch, please
No
no.
touch, please.
Do
Please
not.
no. But we are reading that with Sarah, aka 42 Believers. We are reading chapters 1 through
Hey.
20, which is the entire thing. She's wonderful, and she's the perfect person to have on for that.
I love Sarah, and she will gladly talk about men on men action with you.
I know. I love her.
Yeah.
That's what we just text about all the time. Text conversations. But yeah, so that's what we're reading on November 17th. It will be super fun. And Yoku has no idea what we're reading, so
Oh.
he has to be here for that one. I'll be so upset if he's not.
I wasn't expecting all of these days.
He's like, what? He's like, I don't understand. But that one will be adults, by the way. We give a warning for when we're reading something R-rated, so there you go.
Yeah.
It's in terms of like how yaoi can get, it's not like that bad. It's kind of just like an R-rated movie is basically what it is. It's not NC-17 porn, just so you know. All right, let's wrap. What?
Somebody posted
What?
hot dog
Wait.
gif in the comments.
Oh no, I don't know if I want to click on that.
You don't.
Oh, okay, I'm not going to. Let's wrap up and give our final thoughts. And nope, that's.
We already did that.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching MangaPod.
Maybe we should shout out her stuff.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm Erin of HappiLeeErin. I have a YouTube channel. Previous manga pods, I do weeb shit, first impressions, reviews, vlogs. If you want to find me on social media, it's HappiLeeErin all across the everything. Okay.
I'm Dodger. You might be watching this on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/dexteritybonus. But you can also find me on youtube.com/presshearttocontinue, where I play visual novels and dating sims, and I also do a weekly show about the games industry. You can find me on all the social medias at dexbonus, EXBONUS, and I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt anybody, but people are talking about Bob Ross to Jinshi in the comments, and I don't want to think about that.
I'm sorry. Bob Ross Dojinshi.
I mean,
That is getting
It's
added
gotta
to my
be
Google
real,
search
right?
history.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Google. I'm I'm going to stain you with this search history.
Oh,
Bob Ross
Hey.
fanfiction at fanfiction.net.
Oh
In
God.
there. Wait, what the shit?
I feel like Santa in that one M&M's commercial.
Oh my
person.
They do
God.
exist.
You guys, you need to search
Oh, no.
Bob Ross fan art. Oh my God.
Come on a podcast about One Punch Man, they said. It'll be fun, they said. We won't do anything
Hang
weird
on.
at all.
Here's some Bob Ross fan art.
Some
Oh,
fan
yeah.
art. So what's wrong with his hair?
I like it. He looks so sad though, and that makes me sad.
I know. Here,
I
chat.
want- I
Dude,
want
look at those!
crossover.
Look at those hot pants.
I
My
want
God.
I want crossover fan art of him dressed as Saitama in the fighting tournament.
Bang and Genos.
Because-
Do it.
Yeah.
Not that part, but well, if it happens, it happens. You know.
If
It's the
it
internet,
happens,
man.
it happens. What
This is
in
scary.
the? Oh my god. Okay, here's one more.
Welcome to the end of the podcast,
There you
everyone.
go. Okay, Lou, your turn.
The fellow
Okay,
members of
my name's Lou.
MangaPod
Oh, I've seen that one before.
are looking up random pictures of Dojinshi of Bob Ross.
Okay.
Yes, we are. My
Lou.
name is Lou, and I'm from Lou Talks Anime. You can find me at youtube.com/Lou Talks Anime now, where I do weeb stuff. Not always reviews and actual content. Sometimes, or mostly just really dumb things. You can find me at Twitter, twitter.com/Lou Talks Anime. Instagram, Lou Talks Anime, and AskFM, Lou Talks Anime. I'm real active on social media, so please entertain me. It makes my workday go by faster. And yeah, that's all my stuff.
And my name is BaronJ. I do a semi-weekly review show where I cover an anime and I tell you whether or not I liked it and then whether or not you would like certain things or dislike certain things, rather than just hating on something or saying that I really, really like something. And I'm known for having a smooth voice that people like to listen to for some reason. And my YouTube name is youtube.com/user/BaronJ Says Words. And then on Twitch, it's BaronJ Plays Games. And then everywhere else, if you type in BaronJ to most places, it's going to show up. At BaronJ Says Words on Twitter. There you go.
Yay!
And yeah, thanks for having me, guys. This is really, really fun.
Thanks
Thank
for coming
you.
on.
I like to
Thanks
be
for
here.
joining.
You're
Yeah.
awesome. Well, you have to come back again for sure.
Yes. Yes,
Great.
definitely.
Make
Next
sure
to
you
One
bring.
Punch Pod.
Make sure you bring your freeze face.
Oh, my face.
Oh my gosh, guys, can we all have Opie shirts for the next
Yes.
One Punch Man manga
Yes.
pod?
It doesn't even have to be
Yeah.
One Punch Man. It can be whatever. We just
We're
all
just-
have to be wearing
we're
the
just-
shirts.
A manga pod. We'll just
We
plan
all
it.
have to be wearing
We'll just
it.
all wear Opie shirts.
We'll cover some like ecchi show, High School DxD or something like that.
And we all wear Opie shirts.
And we all wear Opie shirts.
Perfect.
It'd be
That
sounds
super
like a plan.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
down.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Oh,
Let's do
so
it.
Good.
Yay! All right, thank you so much for coming on, Baron. You were fantastic. Thank
you
you
so
all
much.
in chat, both on YouTube and on Twitch for joining us. If you would like to recommend a manga for MangaPod to read, you can do so on our subreddit, reddit.com/r/MangaPod. There's also just threads about each episode, and if you want to post a thread there about MangaPod or manga in general, go ahead and feel free to do so.
And if you have a friend who likes manga and podcasts, you should maybe tell them about our show.
Yeah!
Do the
maybe
thing.
maybe tell them that there's a podcast about manga. It's like
Yeah.
a
You can-
book club.
Yeah.
Or you can like make little business cards and leave them inside random volumes of manga in Barnes and Noble.
Lou, did you do that?
That would be amazing.
Maybe.
That's actually not a bad idea, honestly.
That's a great idea.
That's really. I was like, Lou, you're saying this like it's really
It's ground le-
specific, as though you've
It's
already
ground
done
level
it.
marketing.
I love it.
I've
Oh.
actually seen Nerd Fighter ones, like Vlogbrothers.
Oh,
And-
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Funny.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll be here same time, same place, not next week, but the week after for Yowie Pod. So make sure to join us, even if you're thinking, no, I shouldn't do it. You should definitely
You should
it.
do it.
Yeah. We'll be here same time, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on twitch.tv/dexterity bonus, as well as youtube.com/HappiLeeErin. We will see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.
Laters.
See you.
Look, I can't get my thing there. There we go. There we go.